You got Emoni. I just jumped out the pool with Dirty Glove Bastard. Everything, how you in?
I'm a zone 4 nigga, what you talking about? If I smash on your hoe, it ain't my fault. Nigga play, I'ma get his ass knocked off. Right, 85.
All right, so we got my boy Emoni jumping off the porch with us today. Welcome, man.
Man, thank you, man. Thank you for having me, man. Everything, how you in, man? How you in?
I'd love to hear that, man. Yeah, so how you feeling today,
It's a high-end interview. That's what you having right now.
High end?
Yeah, we gonna bring it to our world. Everything, how you in?
For sure, man.
How you in world, man?
Yeah. How'd you come up with that brand?
I started off, got down with some of my homies.
Okay.
And got down, you know what I'm saying? We came up with a plan. We had the rap shit going on. And we was in the street real heavy with it. And got down, we just started, we had to come up with something. We came up with how you in.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's bigger than just music then. That was like the whole lifestyle and everything.
The whole lifestyle. That when we was just, I was at it.
Yeah.
I was at it every day, full fledged.
I feel that. You got some merch?
I got merch.
Okay.
My merch going crazy right now. Like, goddamn, it's taking over the city. We've been doing it for about 3 years hard with the merch.
Okay.
I goddamn be buying I might go spend $3,000-$4,000. I've been giving out a lot of shit free. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, now we really finna start taking it serious and, you know, giving it out, serving it and selling it, packaging it up.
Yeah. Nah, that's dope right there, man. Yeah. All right, so before we get into your story, man, just go ahead and shout out your people sitting behind you too, man.
Oh yeah, man, I got high end made with me. You know, this my goddamn, this my right hand, and I got goddamn my left hand. I got high end Joe with me, man.
Okay.
Every time you see me, you gonna see them. You ain't gonna see me if you might see them, but you ain't gonna not see me if I ain't with them. You always see me.
Nah, I dig that, man. I like how they came out here to support you too,
man. Yeah, man, you know. And you see they got that shit on, man.
For sure. Yes, sir.
We all have it on. Every time they see us.
Everyone looking like a rapper up there.
Man, we all superstar.
Nah, that's what's up, bro.
Everybody superstar.
Yeah. All right, so are you from Atlanta originally? Where are you from?
Yeah, I'm from Atlanta. I'm from the Southside and I'm from Campbleton.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm really from both of them, cause I got so much love for both of them. For different reasons though.
Why you say that? Like what do you love about the Southside? What do you love about Campbleton, man?
I love the Southside because I feel like that's where I was made at. And I love Campbleton because that's like where I was, like how I came in, like how I was growing up and stuff. It taught me like everything I knew. So when I went to the Southside, I was prepared.
Okay. Do you feel like there's a big difference between the two sides, or?
Not really now, but like back then it was, like when I moved, like when I first moved over there, like it was, but it's like, cause it's like, you know, like every side got its time. So it's like before I moved, like it wasn't like that, but now it's like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always feel like the Southside is like the flashy side of Atlanta, man.
Yeah, the Southside got a lot of money. Southside get a lot of money, man. It's a lot. Everybody on the Southside getting to the money, man. Like they get a lot of money, man.
For sure, man.
A lot of it.
Yeah. So let's take it back to your childhood. Like, what were you into as a kid coming up here in Atlanta then?
Shit, got down playing sports, got down, you know, just average kid shit, being bad. Got down young. We went from got down, you know, selling candy to got down trying to figure it out. I had helmets. Like, I used to got down walk around with the helmets. That's why I got so much respect for the water boys and stuff and like the stuff they doing. Because I used to be like that. Like, I used to just try to find any type of way, like any type of hustle. That's why I respect them. Like, every time I see them, like, if I got something on me, I'm gonna shoot them some. Like, I'm just gonna always do it because I just respect the hustle.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna be the net hustle. They're gonna be the net people you interview in the next 3, 4, 5 years. Like, they're gonna be the people that you running into. So I just love the hustle because it always started there.
Yeah. Yeah, I like to see them out there because it's like, man, at least they trying to do something positive, you know? They trying to get to the money, man.
Yeah, they selling merch and everything.
Yeah.
Like, they got their own merch, like, and I like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I support them. I buy it.
That's fine, man.
Yeah.
So when would you say you jumped off the porch? How old were you?
Man, I jumped out the porch, man, like, probably like 6. Like, I would come in, I would walk, I was just a bad kid. Like, not bad, but like, you know, just outside kid. Like I used to be outside with no shoes on and barefooted, and we used to play in the streets and play football in the streets. Like, I just was into it, like everything, whatever we had going on. Like, I was just always a part of it.
Yeah.
Like, I was just outside just early. Like, my mama just like, she used to work, and she used to be tired when she got off, cause she had to raise like 5 kids by herself.
Oh,
so
shit.
it's just like I kind of grew up super fast, like super duper fast.
Yeah. Where do you fit in age-wise with your siblings then? Are you the oldest, you the youngest?
I'm
somewhere in
like
the
the
middle?
one right before the baby.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was like I was the baby, then my mama had my brother.
Okay.
So I was the last one for a minute, and then my brother was born. And then once he was born, shit, it was history.
Yeah. Now, were you the type that'd be like running with the older crowd when you was out, or you were running with kids your own age?
I always ran with people who were older than me because shit, I was just out here young. I've been out here since I was a toddler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you end up finishing school? Did you go to college?
Oh yeah, I finished school and I went to college.
Okay.
Yeah, I graduated from college. I have a bachelor's degree
That's fine.
in
Where'd
business.
you go?
I minored in marketing.
Okay.
Yeah, so goddamn, but I was just like, I really never was a student though, like, because my lifestyle was just so different, like from like the average college student. So it's like I was in school, but I really wasn't in school. I really was still like in the streets. So it was just like I wasn't really never in school. Like I was in school, like even like in high school, like I just remember like every day we used to just be, like we never went to class. Like we always used to skip class. And when we skipped class, we in lunch. Every lunch, we hit every lunch. We eat hot wings and goddamn chicken tenders every day. Like, you know, we just always had to just, you know, we were just doing that shit then, rocking glasses. I had the dark tints then, Pradas. Like we been on it. Like we was on it then, like skipping, like but I always passed. Like I graduated like a 3.2 GPA. Like I always passed. Like everything I did because like I was the type that I might be doing dumb shit, but I always knew in my head that I still had to do that. So I was still doing my work too. So I could do everything that everybody else was doing, but I'd still be doing the right shit too. But they don't see that. They just seen me doing the bullshit, not knowing goddamn, I'm really goddamn on the other one too. Cause I knew that you had to have both. So that's why I just did that and goddamn, I finished it out.
Yeah.
But it been times like when I was in school, like I wanted to quit, but I just like, I'm just the type of nigga who like to finish it. If I start, I gotta finish it. I don't care how long it take me to do it. I don't care if it take me 10 years to do it. I gotta finish it.
You're real shit, man.
And that's just how I feel about it.
Yeah. What was your mama's reaction when you graduated college then?
Like she liked it, but it really wasn't no accomplishment to me. Because college is like to me, college is not worth it. Like I feel like they should always have like programs and stuff, but I don't really feel like they should ever, like I don't really feel like college should be like a 4-year, like even the whole school system, like I don't really agree with it because it's like, that's why I'm really like, I was able to be successful like in the streets and stuff because like I learned, like we didn't care about the schooling because it never taught us nothing. So that's what I'm saying, like college really don't teach you nothing but how to just work for others, like but there's nothing wrong with that because like, I'm just an entrepreneur at heart. So it's like, college really wasn't, like that's why I don't look at it like it was an accomplishment.
Nah, I kind of agree with you on that,
Yeah.
where you say like, it kind of just prepares you to be a worker.
It just prepare you to be a worker, and I ain't never been one of them, like, I don't care, like, I just always took the hard route, like, I could ask a lot of people, I know a lot of people and stuff, but I just rather got down put in the work because shit, I feel like when you put in the work, you can say that you work for that. I don't really like handouts, I don't really like people to give me nothing, I like to work for everything.
Yeah.
Because I know how it feel not to have nothing.
Real shit.
I was sleeping with rats, I was sleeping with roaches, like I was sleeping with nothing. Like it was so many days I woke up with nothing that when I even started having stuff, like I really didn't even care about it because shit, it don't really mean nothing. Like, and I just kept going.
I feel
I'm
that.
still going.
Oh, absolutely. Shit's a grind out here, man.
Yeah, it's a grind.
Nothing
like,
comes overnight, man.
Nothing, and it's like, you just can't quit, man. Like, it's so easy to quit. Like I got shot last year. Like, and that's probably like one of the worst situations I had ever been through. But I was able to conquer it. I was able to get back into who I was. I was able to face it. So at the end of the day, like, I just feel like you just got to keep going, like, on the grind, like, cause shit, you can goddamn find everything to complain about, but
People don't want to hear that shit.
People don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah.
People don't want to hear you complain.
Real shit.
People don't care about my problem. People don't care about goddamn if I'm goddamn starving or nothing. People want to hear like what's the next move? How we gonna goddamn if we years not having nothing, how we gonna goddamn go to the next level? That's what people want to hear.
Yeah. Where'd you get shot at?
I got shot in my chest.
Oh fuck.
I got shot right here.
Shoo. Did it go in and out or?
Yeah, it hit me straight. It hit me right here, then it came out my liver.
Damn.
And then got down, like they grazed me a few times.
Shit.
But everything worked out. I'm still here.
That's a blessing, man.
Yeah, I'm here, man.
Yeah.
I'm blessed, man. Thank God. Thank God I'm here, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
I thank him every day. I got a closer relationship with him ever since that.
Amen.
Because I don't even supposed to be here.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. Like I felt like that shit. I told myself it was over with, but I'm still here. I made it through it.
Did that change your perspective on life, having gone through that incident, or?
It really didn't change my perspective. It just made me just look at it for what it was because, like I told you, I've been out here a minute. So with me being out here, like I grew up in the jungle. Like I grew up I grew up on that type of mentality. I was once goddamn the predator. Like I know how it, so at the end of the day, I can understand like people, like when you ain't got nothing and you hungry and you need food, you'll do anything. So it's just like, I feel like what I learned, like you just can't slip because you can't be feeling like, and I learned anybody could be touched. That's what I learned from it, like anybody, I don't care who you are, Barack Obama could be touched. If the right sniper on him, like you know what I'm saying? Anybody could be touched. So it's just like, you just gotta look at it for what it is and you gotta just move right. So I don't care if I'm in like, now like I could be in Walmart, I could walk in the doctor's office, I'm gonna have my file on me. Like, cause I just gotta give myself a shot. Even if I don't make it, like I gotta give myself a shot. I gotta say like, shit, goddamn, I gave myself a shot. Yeah. So I don't care where I go, like I gotta have that shit on. I gotta have it on me.
Nah,
this shit vicious out here, man. Like this shit ain't the same. Like it used to be different. Like we go party, like it was love, but now this shit just don't turn into some whole other shit. So you just gotta move accordingly. So I just move accordingly. Cause I try to be prepared like 5 to 10 years ahead. Like I ain't thinking for today. I'm thinking for today because you gotta live in the day, but I ain't thinking for today. Like I'm still thinking on the 5 to 10 year radius. Like I'm trying to really goddamn, I'm thinking about some big ass shit. Like I'm just imagining like my vision is just so big and it's just so crazy. So I'm just really thinking on some other shit. I ain't even really thinking for the bullshit. So I'm really just moving right and I'm moving accordingly because I just know how it is.
Yeah.
It's changing right in our face and people just, they ain't catching it, but I'm catching it.
That's real shit, man.
Yeah.
It's like people were so quick to, pull out guns, start shooting people.
Yeah.
Back in the day, man, like people wanted to square up and fight.
Yeah, but that shit over with. I don't even know how to goddamn I don't even got that for it. I can't even do that. Like I can't even fight. I can't do it. I ain't even got that in me. Like I don't even know how to raise my fist either. Like, cause it's just not that time. It's like, it's adapting to your environment. Like if I'm around goddamn the whites or the Koreans or anything, I'm gonna adapt to my environment. You gotta just adapt to the environment. So if the environment war, like you just gotta understand that you walking in the war. Like you ain't finna be in Iraq just slipping, cause you know it's a war. So shit, at the same time, the streets are war, so shit, you gotta be prepared at any moment. And that's how you gotta move in this shit. Cause if you ain't moving right, that shit can go on. And in the time that you think it ain't gonna happen, that when it gonna happen. So you just gotta always be prepared.
Real shit, man. So switching over to the music, how long have you been rapping now?
I've been rapping for about 2-3 years.
Okay.
But I really been serious for like a year. This was the year I ain't really get serious till after I got shot. So like this is my first year like really being serious like with the rap.
Okay.
Cause I think I dropped like 15 songs this year. Yeah, I think I dropped like 15 songs, and then I just let them breathe on me.
Yeah.
I just let them know I was here, I'm coming. But goddamn, shit, they finna hear a lot from me. My next single I'm finna drop is called Money and Power. And the reason why I named it Money and Power, because shit, that's what I need. Like, we want the money and power, and I don't even really care for the money. It's just like, that's just what come with this shit. First you gotta get the money, then you get the power. You know what I'm saying? That's just how this shit go.
Yeah.
We want the money and we want the power.
How you like being a rapper this past year then?
Shit, I loved it. Cause like when I first started in the rap shit, like I really never was the rapper. Like I never even wanted to be a rapper. Like I ain't gonna say I hated like even like the band shit. Like that shit been around my family for years. Like, but I never really liked it. That like I was just against that shit because I just didn't really think it was cool. Like just not knowing. Like just kind of like. Just how you grow up, like, you know, it kind of be building how your mindset be. So at the time, I'm just thinking, like, that ain't even really cool. Like, but my whole family was just always into the music. Like my whole family, like, then I got around my homies and shit. They was doing music. And I just always been around the music. I just been around it, like, my whole life. But just not even intentionally trying to be around it. So then I got, like, a few of my buddies and got down, they were rapping. And when they was rapping and stuff, like, we was just like I told you, we was already living the lifestyle. Mm-hmm. So with us living the lifestyle, we just going to the studio every day. So when we going to the studio, like, they making music, but I'm just looking at it like it ain't nothing. Like, you know, they looking at it like they trying to do it, but it don't even feel like we doing nothing. But at the time, like, they picking up traction and shit. And we ain't realizing like what we doing because they just like, it's just their actual lifestyle and it's just our lifestyle. Like every day we gonna make money and we gonna go to the studio. So goddamn, it's just like, you know, with a lot of niggas, like, you know, at that time, probably 40, 50, 60 niggas with us every day. So it's just like, you know how that is, like, you know, it's just gonna eventually be friction about women and just all type of shit, who fly, goddamn, and then it just goddamn, it started falling apart. And then when it started falling apart, goddamn, one of my buddies, goddamn Hollywood, he told me, goddamn, like, man, you should try it. So the first song I ever made was Big Rats in My Go Yard. Like, you see what I'm saying? Goddamn, so when I made the song, goddamn, it go like, Big Rats in My Go Yard, yeah, we buying out the store. We made $1 million way before the rap. Got all my niggas with me, we came up out the trap. So that, like, but I really was on that then, like when I first made it, but you know, I'm just making shit, like, so I was just sitting there just making shit, not really, just like growing the more, it's like every song I made, the more I liked it. Like every song I made, the more I'm liking the music. So I just got addicted to it. And then when I got addicted to it, like, Coleon got down, I started going to his studio, cause I locked in probably like 3-4 months straight, me, my buddy Walt, and got down my buddy Trent and a few other people. We just locked in, and I was in that bit for like 3-4 months straight, just knocking out, like, I probably knocked out about like 200 records. Like, you just in there goddamn going crazy. Just like, but I wasn't never dropping that. So Coleon just staying on me, telling me like, bro, you gotta drop this shit, bro. Like, you really hard, bro. You don't really know how hard you is, like, but I'm looking at it like, just for the love of it, like, damn, like, I ain't know you could really not do something, then start doing it and start fucking with it like how I did. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, damn, I'm fucking with this shit. So goddamn, you know, I ain't really, like, I'm really from the street. So it's like, with me trying to, like I really had the mentality of like a real, like nigga in the streets. Like, I ain't looking at this shit like a nigga who in like, you know, who been in the street for real and they start rapping, or like it's just a young nigga. Like, I ain't looking at it like that because I really been in the street. So I'm trying to really be more discreet with how I do it. But like this social media shit, not like that. Like, you really gotta show them you're not gonna be seen in this shit. So it's like, that was my process in this shit. Like, it just was tough for me. Like, they thinking like I don't wanna drop it, I'm scared. I really wasn't scared. It's my whole process of coming from the street. It's tough for me, cause I don't really been through some shit in the street. Yeah. So it was just tough for me.
So that explains why you have no post on your IG page right now, right?
Nah, I just got the no post because, like, you know, when I first started in this shit, like, it's a new chapter for me, man.
Okay. Kind of rebranding now.
I'm just rebranding this shit. It's just a new chapter for me. Like, I'm more serious. I'm really taking this shit serious this time. So it's just, I ain't playing no more. So I just got to take it serious. So the other shit to pass. Like, if you owe me shit, that shit to pass. You don't even owe me no more. It got down. You did some like that shit to pass. I just had to wipe my slate clean because after I was goddamn recovering and shit and get my mental all the way right, I just had to realize I had to let a lot of shit go. And that's just what I did. Like I just had to get rid of that, like that negative energy, that vibe, that living with that bullshit on you. I had to get that shit out of me, so I just got rid of all that shit, started over.
How refreshing is that to, you know, start off with a clean slate? I can
It's
imagine
just
it's like a whole lot of burden off your shoulders.
It's just so much burden off your shoulder, and it's like now you really can go do what you need to do. Like now I can do what I'm here to do. Like I know what I came here to do at first, but after going through like falling outs and getting shot and just all type of shit, like I always been a leader, but now I just had to realize like your team is so important to you. Like people don't understand how important it is having a real solid team. Like even if your team and you got them go through shit, hard times, y'all argue, y'all whatever, y'all should be able to get rid of that shit. If you can't get rid of that shit with some people that ain't solid. And you know when you building, like you know like this time like I built this shit from the ground up. So you know when you building from the ground, like you know it start with a foundation. So if your foundation ain't right, you know what I'm saying, what it's gonna do, it's gonna crumble. So you know I just gotta have a good foundation, like, and that's what I've been doing, like just building my foundation before I went running this time, cause I don't want to get to running and it crumble.
Yeah.
Fall all apart, cause I know what it's like.
Real shit, man. Yeah, having a team, especially when you're new into this rap game, because you need someone that's got that advice, someone that's been through this shit before to kind of, you know, teach you and show you the ways to do this shit too.
Yeah, and that's why I be like, you can't take nothing for granted. You can't take nothing for granted. Like, I look at everything, like, I look at it like this too, like, it's just like when KD was playing with the Warriors and how KD was just, like, them niggas was lethal. But it's always I don't know what it be, like, it always got to be something, like, you know what I'm saying? But he stay over here, he win forever. But it be so caught up, like, it's the drinking the juice shit, like, everybody want to be the man, but I don't really have no ego in this shit, like, I really don't, like, I'm not in no competition with none of my people, like, I love them, like, genuinely, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I just know how this shit is, like, you can't drink the juice in this shit, like, everybody got to, let win forever. We got Golden State, we gonna win forever, fuck that. We don't care who get the credit, ain't about that. You're gonna win forever, we winning.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on the rap game right now? And was the music industry kind of like what you expected before you jumped into it?
Like, I really was never in it, like, at first. Like I was in it, like, on the executive side, but I wasn't really in it, like, you know what I'm saying, like, on the artist side. So, like, I can see, like, why it's, like, how it is. Like, you know, like, just, like, cause it's just, like, it's just the same now, like, everything the same, but I don't knock it, like, because at the end of the day, that's what's hard, like, you know what I'm saying? So, I can't really go against what other people like. You know, if other people like it, shit, I like it. Like, I can't be against it, like, because at the end of the day, like, shit, I don't gotta be somebody's fan for them to still make money. Like, it's enough for everybody, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, just because I might not like something or somebody else might not like nothing don't mean that it's not hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just might not be my taste. Like, that don't mean that it's not hard, because everybody got their own type of stuff that they like. And everybody got their own fan bases. So shit, I support everything. Like, man, we all kings, man. I want to see everybody get money, man. Like, it's so much black men tearing each other apart, man. Like, I ain't really into that. Like, I want to see these boys, like, anybody who doing it, man, congrats, man. Keep going. Keep going, don't quit. No matter what nobody tell you, just keep going.
Yep. Yeah, especially in the rap game, there's so much money to be made. Like,
so much, man.
Someone's success is not gonna stop you from making money, man.
It can't. The only person who can stop you on this is yourself, and they're just overthinking everything. And it's easy to do that because it's like a lot of people in this rap shit probably be alone, but they might not even really be alone, but they just think they're alone. So you just like, the best thing that I could tell them, like people like that, you just gotta take your resources and use everything you got around you. Cause that'll help you. Like, it's like, you don't know, like, a lot of the time you can have the stuff around you, but you can neglect it and not realize you're neglecting it. So, but you can't do that. It's like having a baby. Like, you gotta nurture a baby. Like, you can't just leave a baby in the room at like 1 month years old and goddamn expect it to goddamn eat. You gotta feed it. And that's what this shit is. It's like having babies. Like, you just gotta keep feeding your baby, like, till it grow into what you need it to grow into.
Yeah, I dig that.
Yeah.
What's a studio session with you looking like?
Man, it's just crazy, man. Like, it's just vibes. Like, every time I'm coming around, it's vibes. Like, you know, you don't never know. Like, sometimes I might go to the studio, I might be by myself. Sometimes I might come to the studio, it might be 20 niggas in there with me. Sometimes I might go to the studio, it might be 20 women in there with me. Like, you just don't know. Like, you don't never know, you gotta be there. It's just something you don't wanna miss.
Yeah.
Cause this shit real fly, man. We having a lot of this flavor and we putting this shit on a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I tell a nigga, like I told a nigga in Money and Power, if I smash on your hoe, it ain't my fault. It ain't. She chose up. I ain't got down to do that. I just got down just being me. Like, you know what I'm saying? And if we cool, like, you know, I wouldn't even do that. I ain't gonna even lie, I don't even really be on that anyway. I just be on some other stuff. Like, I don't even care about doing all that. I'm on some other stuff. I'm really about the business. Cause I just know, the business what really matter. I just be playing and, you know, joking and stuff, but I'm really about the business.
I dig that, man.
Yeah.
So what's your creative process like? Do you prefer to write your raps or just punch in, or is it a little bit of both?
It's different every time. Like, sometimes, like, I might just bust out, me and my boy Trent or whoever in the studio with me, my boy Scully, but we might just bust out and we just freestyling it. Like, if I'm feeling that shit, like I got a song like Big, like we in the studio, like all our conversation, we in there popping it, like everybody in there popping it. So goddamn, we talking about like our future and like how this shit getting. So we made a song called Big. So goddamn, when I first heard it, like I just was thinking about it like big, like what the hell, like, and I'm like, shit, this shit big, bro, this shit getting big, like. So I gotta let these folks know, like, this shit big, like, this shit, like, this just the start of it, but this shit finna be big. So that was my creative process for that.
Okay.
But sometimes, like, I punch in, like I might just sit in the studio and I just might freestyle everything. Like, I might just go in there and I might just freestyle, like, the whole thing, like, and it's just that. Lately, I've been one taking. Like, sometimes I can go in there and just do the whole shit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but I just be doing all different type of shit. Like, I don't got no one way.
I got you.
I don't got no one way. It's just, I really go out my vibe and my feeling.
Yeah.
And then I just try to do, like, if I do a song, I try to knock it out. Like, I really try to do it. Like, even if I don't like it, like what I'm doing, I try to finish it.
Yeah, a lot of people say it's hard to go back to a song
if
you don't finish it right then and there.
It's so hard, because it's like the vibe, it's like everything got its own, like every studio session is its own time. Like, it's like this moment right here, like we'll never get this moment. But like if you got down, like was in the future, like I seen some shit, like they got like shit where they can have their memories remembered, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like pictures though, like clicking a picture. So what I'm saying is, like, if you can just, this is like a memory, it's like a picture, but it's like a moment. And this moment can never happen again, like it can never. Cause it's organic and it's a vibe, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what it is, like, and that's how I look at it.
Anybody ever told you got like an old soul?
Yeah, man, cause it's like, I've been out here a long time, man. I've been running and trucking, man, like, cause it's like I've been a leader, like I was a baby, like I was 15, I was a leader, I was 20, I've been a leader. Like, so it's like, when you the leader, it's like you make mistakes. But you gotta learn, cause you gotta really learn how to lead. I feel like everybody when you first start out, we followers. Like everybody be a follower, but I feel like to be a follower, to be a leader, you gotta be a great follower. So if you can't follow, and there's nothing wrong. Like I follow, if I'm following the right person, there's nothing wrong with following somebody. You just gotta make sure you following the right motherfucker. Because if you following somebody and they going down the wrong path, you going down the wrong path. But if you following somebody and they lead you to goddamn the promised land, shit, that's the motherfucker you need to be with. And that's what I be home. Like I'm just trying to goddamn. I take the back seat. Like I don't gotta goddamn always goddamn be in front. Like shit, if you gonna lead us to where we need to go, shit, let's go.
Yeah.
I ain't goddamn against that.
Yeah, they say that great leaders create other great leaders as well.
You gotta be able to.
Yeah.
But it's a tough process, like I can tell you, like, being around me easy, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? Because it's really a tough process when you take that on, like, when you take on being a leader, like, you gotta understand, like, them principles that you got, people gotta be able to stand on those too. So it's like, they can't just, like the people that you pick on your team and shit when you're a leader, like the people that, everybody with you, they gotta stand for the same thing. And if they not standing for the same thing, they can't be on the team. And it ain't personal. It's just knowing like, this shit gotta be right, bro. And everybody gotta move at the same pace. Like people be looking at it like, oh, they doing it like this and that, but if you put them in a situation, they can't get it done. They can't get it done because they don't understand the process. Like people look at the people, like they might look at the person who got shit right, and they be like, I want that. But they don't understand the work that somebody put in to get all of that. Like the person who probably don't put in so much work, like just to get that. So you might see that, change, you might see that, but you don't understand how much work or how much pain or struggle a person probably don't have to go through just to get that shit. But people look at it for what they want to, but they don't understand. Like I look at that shit as motivation. Like if I see somebody who got something great, I look at it as motivation. I can't never envy it because at the end of the day, it wasn't for me. What's for me, it's gonna always be for me. Like if I'm meant to have whatever, I'm gonna have it. Can't nobody take that from me. So I just gotta, you know, I just gotta stay focused, man. I just try to stay focused.
Yeah, I feel like that's where a lot of people fuck up is they want that instant success,
Yeah.
that instant reward. Like, all right, I'm gonna rap today. My shit should go viral tomorrow.
Yeah, and it don't
I should
work
be
like
here, the next week. And it's like,
bro,
nah, man.
if you think about it, bro, rap is really one of the toughest professions in the world, bro.
But there's so much competition.
There's so much competition, and then it's so much, like, it's hard for real, like, just to get like, it's people in this shit, like, the niggas who we look at as great in this shit, like, them niggas put in a lot of work. Like, people think that they just ain't putting no work, like, and they just who they is, but no, them niggas is really, like, might not leave studios, and, like, them niggas be in that shit 6, 7 a.m. Like, the average person who goes to the studio probably go get 4 hours, and they try to cram all that shit in there. Them folk not doing that. Them folk really in that bit locked in like a zombie. And they they just locked. You gotta be locked in. Like this shit ain't like, you can't, like that's what I was trying to say. Like you can't do two things and do this. This not that. Like you gonna have to commit to it. Like you gonna have to really commit. Like you can't be full times in the street. You can't be 1 foot in the streets and 1 foot in this. It won't work for you. It won't, because it just take that type of effort. And I grew up around everybody. Like I grew up around all the drug dealers, I grew up around all the scams, I grew up around everybody. Like I just grew up around this shit. And it's just like, that's what everybody think they could do. Like anybody I've been around, like anybody, they just feel like they don't have to commit. Like them being it would make them make it, but it just won't. Like, cause you really gotta commit.
Yeah, there's a lot of sacrifices that become successful in any walk of life, man, and people don't see that shit.
Yeah, it is. Like even being like a lawyer, like same shit, a doctor. Like, cause I look at lawyers like drug dealers, like really, like, cause they really the same. Like they not, like I got a lawyer called named Ash Joseph. Like when I sit and have a conversation with him, like he don't even do the law shit because it's so nasty to him. Like he stopped. Like when he seen like the shit, like he just couldn't do it. He told me I can't do it no more. This nigga don't want so many cases, like don't did so much shit, but he just can't take it because it's the lifestyle. Like it's just like being in the streets. Like if you in there long enough, eventually you might crack because it's a lot that come with the lifestyle. It's so fast and it's just like an eternity. You're offended. It's like the energy that's coming from these dope boys, these murderers or whatever, is gonna be on a lawyer. So it's like they dealing with the same pressures of like a person who ain't even did the crime, but it's like they still dealing with the pressure because they might have to go defend. I might have to go in here and defend a nigga I know wet something. Like, you know what I'm saying? I might have to go in here and defend goddamn a nigga I know who ain't did nothing. Like, you see what I'm saying? And they still might give him the time just because, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how it go on this shit. Like, this shit real, like. It's just real, like.
Not real shit, man.
This shit real, like, so it's just like you said, in every profession, like, whatever you do, like, to be great, like, you gotta sacrifice. They're like NBA niggas, like, the ones you see goddamn in the clubs and goddamn, I ain't saying nobody, but, you know what I'm saying, the ones you see in the clubs and shit, compared to The niggas that you see goddamn in that gym every night, you don't never see them niggas in the club. They ain't trying to hang around. They don't want to be around. They ain't trying to fuck the hoe. They trying to goddamn go do this. Then the one who goddamn be the LeBron James. That's how you go be the Steph Currys. They put in that work. You got to put in that work in this shit.
Real shit, man. Yeah, celebrate when you win, when you get that championship.
And then you don't even celebrate then because
you celebrate one night and that's it.
It's just like when you up and you down, it's really the same feeling. People don't understand that because when we was in the street and we were running around and we was just out here, that's when I feel like we had the most fun. I feel like once the money came, like I'm talking about when we was like, we could have been on 20,000, he could have had 20,000, he got 20, I got a 30, like we all around the same thing. Cause like me and my partner, we was always around the same. Like when I was coming up, like we always, like I might have had a 30, he might have had a 30, or he might have 40, he might have got a 50. Like we just was like all having like the same type of money like when I was coming up, like when I was like 17 and shit, like we were all like having the same money. So when we were having the same money, like we just was all trying to go up like together. Like if he went up to 100, we were trying to go up together.
Yeah, that's
like,
your motivation.
Yeah,
like,
it was like
I gotta catch up to him.
Yeah, it was like motivation, and it just that shit just. I don't remember what I was saying, but
nah, you good.
It just ain't the same. Like it just ain't the same. That shit was just fun back then. Like oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Like I was saying like when you have like when you got little money compared to having the big money. Like so we were having a little money and we were just having like so much fun. Like we doing lits, like we kick those and shit. Like we going to people's houses and like we go and got them get fly. Like we'll fuck up all the money on getting fly. Like that's what we were doing. Like we were going to hit a lick and then the next day we got to be fly. Like we could be dead ass broke. Like we could have $0 to our name, but we got to be fly. So goddamn we go and goddamn hit a lick. When we done with the lick, goddamn shit, bro, we finna go hit the mall. So soon we hit the mall, we finna go get fly. Cause they just became for us. But it was fun, like at the time, like it was fun because you know you young, you don't really know what the hell going on, and it just, you know, and then you know, we got down past that, graduated from that, and started really got down getting some money. And when we started getting the money, it's just like that's when you just see all the shit just fall apart, like. Cause it's just too much. It's just too much.
Real shit, man. So 2023, right around the corner.
Yeah.
We know Money and Power about to drop. What's some other plans? What's some goals you got set for yourself?
Man, I don't really put no goals on it. Like, I don't really set goals no more because I feel like when you set goals, when you don't accomplish them, like you just start to feel like you didn't do it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, but that don't work like that. Like I told you, I'm in for the end process, so I don't really care about the day. Like I don't set the goals. I just go and try to do them. Like I'm just trying to do them. Like I'm trying to imagine myself. I'm just imagining. Like I'm just dreaming big. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just imagining that my shit gonna be big. Like I don't even set no goal for it. Like whatever it do, it gonna do regardless. Whether I wanted to do it or not. So I ain't setting a goal. I'm just doing it.
I dig that, man.
Yeah,
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I ain't setting no goal. I'm just doing.
Yeah. What's some advice you would share to the youth coming up right now?
Man, just never quit. You can't never quit in this shit. Like, I don't care how hard it get. I don't care if you're on your last. I don't care if you're struggling. I don't care if you think goddamn. Just don't quit. Like, you always believe in yourself. Even when nobody believe in you. Even when they tell you ain't shit. Even when you know you goddamn it and they still won't goddamn give you the credit. Just keep going and keep believing. And eventually, if you work hard enough, you'll get what you deserve. Cause the hard work don't never go unnoticed. Yeah. It might seem like it do, but it never do.
Yeah, over time, that shit really starts to add up.
Over time, it's gonna add up, okay? Cause you might not beat them in the short waist. We call it like widening the gap. So when you widen the gap, you just gotta keep like over time. Like I might not be here with you today, but if I keep coming and I keep doing my consistency, eventually I'm gonna catch up. So it's just about widening the gap. And the people who not putting in the same work, that's what I mean by widening the gap. They just get left behind more and more because it's gonna be that much harder to catch up. Mm-hmm. And that's why you just gotta keep widening the gap. So when you ain't working, I'm working. When they sleep, I'm up. Like when they playing, I ain't playing. I ain't joking. I ain't contemplating. Like I learned that too. Like I ain't contemplating time. Like you gotta do it while it's time to do it.
I feel that, man.
You gotta do it while it's time to do it.
Yeah. All right, Emoni, you got any shout outs you like to give before you wrap it up here, bro?
Shit, I want to give a shout out to the Southside, man. You know, the Southside did so much for me. when I ain't have shit, you know, the Southside would goddamn pick me up and help me get my set right. And I love the Southside, and I'ma always love y'all. No matter if we don't see eye to eye all the time, I love the Southside. And then I want to give a Southside to Campbleton, because, you know, that's where I was raised at. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's where my mama moved me from Campbleton because she wanted me to have a better life. Because my boy, Free Mario, Free Bo, goddamn, they some real CRG legends. That's Campbleton Road Gangster. They the CRG legends, Free my brothers. I want to give a shout out to my team. I want to give a shout out to the whole high-end family. Like, you know what I'm saying? Anybody who rocking with us, and I want to give a shout out to everybody who came with me. And that's it, man. I just want to give a shout out to anybody supporting this shit.
I'm a zone 4 nigga, what you talking about? If I smash on your hoe, it ain't my fault. Nigga play, I'ma get his ass knocked off. Ride 85 North with the top off.